What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 153 of Fresh Off the Mats here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes. Oh, is it the end of August yet? Please, I just want to compete. Just want to go kill somebody or attempt to kill somebody, and that's it. And then I want to eat my face off.
Wait, are you going to do that big fucking burrito again?
Fuck yeah, dude! $100 burrito.
$100?
It was $100 for a 4.5, or it was 4.5 pounds, I think, something like that.
I feel like that's not.
It's a burrito, yeah, but the amount of meat in it, they don't put rice.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
filled with rice and
Okay.
potatoes.
Like it's actually meat.
It's
okay.
I think there was like 5 different types of meat in it, and then the burrito is glazed with something, and then what they do is they crisscross wrap bacon, so they make the shell out of bacon. They fry it again, and then yeah, it's delicious. My mouth is watering. God damn it. If you ask me what the name of the place is, I don't remember. I think it's called
I feel like that's the important thing to remember. Or you're just going to go over there and be like, big ass burrito?
Yeah. I think it's called Savala something.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Not that important.
It's so important. It's good. I love that
Or
place.
just go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Those are my favorite. Like you can just eat whatever. But when was the last time you went to a Brazilian steakhouse?
What?
When was the last time you went to a Brazilian steakhouse?
We took the boys when we went to Florida SuperCon
Did
about a month
they,
ago.
after a certain amount of plates, did the food seem like it dropped in quality? I feel like that's what these places do. Because I've been recently, twice recently, and it was like after about like 4 or 5 plates, I felt like the food came out
Slower?
either slower or just like not as like juicy. And I was like, motherfuckers, are you trying to force me to not eat?
I don't think so. I don't know. I never noticed that.
I feel like you also don't notice things when you eat. I feel like you just eat.
Dude, the last time they kept bringing so much food that even I had to turn on red just to
like,
catch up.
You're like, leave me
There
the
was
fuck
so much
alone.
meat on my plate. I was like, hey, temporary, I have to put this on red. So
It's like, not that I'm full, but
Yeah, I just gotta
goddamn,
catch
bro,
up.
I got 4 fucking plates here.
Dude, if they what they should do with the second you turn it red, you only get to turn it red once, and then you're done.
No.
Because then what's to stop people from just turning it red, eating everything, turning it back
That's
over?
the point. You have
leave that bitch on green.
I think what is it, a 2 or 2.5 hour limit you're supposed to be able to eat? Like they have a time limit for you. You can't be there for like 6 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where? I never signed the contract. Where does it say that?
I don't know.
Where's the terms and agreement?
Oh my God.
You gotta make me sign some shit.
You're gonna be that guy.
Fuck yeah. You charging me $250 for 4 people to eat? Fuck yeah. God, I love
Actually, that seems pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's good.
I was about to say, like, they're usually about like $70 to $80 a person.
Dude, when one of the boys is like, I'm full, I'm like, no, you're not.
After like two plates.
Bro, it was their first time at a Brazilian steakhouse, and they automatically started like, they have bread? They have salad. I was like, stop.
Yeah,
stop.
You don't eat the appetizers there, bro.
The little cheese balls that they bring
They're
in the
delicious.
Don't eat do it. If you do, it's a trap. They purposely trying to trap you.
That is where I 100% will be like, listen, if I get something there, it's usually the fruit. I prep it so I can get like the fruit and have
I'll eat it afterwards.
No,
I like having pineapple
after.
After.
I eat it before and after, so it helps the digestion of the meat.
After.
I eat that shit.
After.
But when I went for the bachelor party, I had that scheduled for all of us to go eat. Like 4 of them were like, oh, I'm going to eat everything. I'm going to have like 6 or 7 plates. These motherfuckers, I was so disappointed in all of them. They were all so fascinated with everything, but that's what they did. These motherfuckers spilled themselves on the appetizers. I was like, stop eating that. We're here for the fucking meat. And they were like, oh, no, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Had like 3 or 4 plates, and they all called it quits, except one. One dude had I think he was 10 or 11 plates to himself. The whole time, eating slow. He wasn't talking to anyone the whole night.
Because the bread is cheese bread. It's dairy. It's heavy. You think you're just eating a bread, but it's cheese.
It's so good. God, I want to go to Fogo de Chão. Yeah, Brazilian steakhouse sounds good. God, I'm so wet. There is something so wrong with so wet. You have an issue.
I have mental problems. We've already been over this.
I have mental problems.
Yeah. I don't shy away from it. I admit, bro, I have a mental incapacity.
I wish you did. I really do.
No, I'm very self-aware. I know I have dead mommy issues. I know I have I know I have all these things. That's what makes me probably the most sane person.
No, that doesn't make you
To
sane.
be self-aware
It makes you aware. It doesn't mean you're sane.
is sane. An insane person would be like, I'm perfectly fine. Nothing's wrong with me. I have no problems. I have problems just like everybody else in this world. You got to keep moving forward.
Have
Keep
you,
moving
Have
forward.
you ended up on like Psychopath Talk or anything like that? I've
ended up on like Dark Talk where like it's like creepy, scary shit.
I've had that, but I don't get that often. I just randomly get it where these guys have no hashtags, nothing. I got some fucking crackhead. She was drawing all on her walls. It's fucking the equations to solve the problems of the world. I was like, she had all of her mirrors were covered with trash bags. I was like,
well, isn't
how the
it?
fuck did I end up on here?
Aren't people who put aluminum foil on their windows? Isn't that a sign of like meth or something? A lot of meth people they put aluminum foil on their windows because they think it keeps out like the fucking sonars and shit. Yeah. That's crazy that a drug makes you think that the government's just spying.
Well, no, they're also it's something for like the heat that's coming out.
Oh,
it doesn't let the heat escape, so you can't tell that something's happening inside.
Yeah, TikTok sends you down some weird algorithmic holes.
They all do. Fucking
yeah, but TikTok.
Except Facebook doesn't really send me on anything crazy.
But TikTok is able to fine tune it way more, dude. Like sometimes, like okay, for instance, I get a lot of creepy, scary talk at night. How does it know it's night? I mean, obviously, with your phone, it knows it's nighttime by you, but it purposely does it at night.
Like, why don't I ever get this during the middle of the day?
If I'm looking at TikTok at 2 a.m, I'll see like scary videos and creepy shit and stuff.
Oh, fuck you, TikTok.
Dude, there's got to be something to that. I don't know. It's a cool platform.
Maybe that's
I kind of hope it gets
a lot of people.
Why? Because it's one less social media for me to have to keep up with.
It's just completely selfish.
Yeah.
I'm tired of wasting time on it.
Yeah. It's a big time suck. That's why when Brian said we should do fantasy football at the gym, I'm like, no, I can't get roped into another time suck.
One, I'm never doing that. I'm not paying attention to football during the season.
Bro.
That's not going to happen.
Because every year they're like, oh, I didn't update my roster. This guy got hurt. Well, I don't have time to look up who got hurt.
I'm not doing all that. I don't care about that.
You know how I find out if people on my team get hurt? Brian sends me a screenshot and says, oh, look, your running back.
You know how I get my updates? When I go train my clients, because the news is playing in the background, and I look, I'm like, okay, there's the update for that. That team did this. Here's the highlights for that. And now I know what's going on in the sports world.
There's just not enough time in the day, bro.
I'm not putting my mental effort towards sports. I used to. And then you know what made me stop? Is when I started getting angry, like how Fabio gets mad at sports. When I realized I started doing that for guys that don't know me, for shit that I can't control, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I have no reason. It's because I was a Giants fan. And they suck. So,
but the thing is, those guys are gonna, whether they win the game or lose the game, I get it. Some of them are mad that they lost the game. They're going home to their multi-million-dollar house and their cushy life for a game. If you never win a Super Bowl, I understand that's the goal to win a Super Bowl. But if you never do, you got paid millions of dollars over your life to play a game.
It's different, like in a sport.
You're not in Africa starving because you can't scrap together.
It's like what we do, like for jiu-jitsu. It's like it's different because even if you win worlds. Is the biggest thing. You're not even walking away with a paycheck off that. You get a gold medal, and you hope that maybe that people are going to like want to sponsor you.
That's
or that
for the love of the game.
Get a seminar. Yeah, that's the love of the game. Those guys, they're doing. A lot of them say they stopped loving football like way before college. No, before college. Some of them are like by high school. Why do you think that there's some top athletes in high school that even when I went to South that had full ride scholarships that denied them? Yeah. They're like, no, I'm tired of my sport. Like whether it came to wrestling or it came to football, they're just like, no, I don't want to do this. And they were just so drawn out. Because imagine doing it from 5 to 17, and now you're supposed to do it for the rest of your life. Like that's exhausting.
Do you think it's because there's not many? Do you think with something like football, there's not many variables?
What do you mean?
So I think the reason I think jiu-jitsu is so popular and it gets people so highly addicted to it is because there's always so many different variables to every different role and every different body type you go with that it keeps it fresh. It's like playing a video game
versus football. It's like, I'm going to either run a
we're going to do this pattern. We're going to do this pattern. We're going to do like if you're playing one position, let's say you're the center, you're always just blocking in front of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you think after a while,
there's going to be the minor changes of like, oh, this guy, when I face this team, this guy tends to get low or he puts his right hand here, whatever.
It just doesn't challenge you because after a while, you're like, okay, I'm running this screenplay. I have to run this way. I have to run 20 yards this way. I have to run. Whereas jiu-jitsu, it's always like, I have to make this grip. Oh, this guy did this.
Going with this guy
every single
time.
It's consistently
Mighty
fresh.
Mouse said that. Mighty Mouse himself, a professional MMA fighter, said him fighting a jiu-jitsu tournament is tougher than MMA only because he's like, because I can beat that first guy, and then that next guy is a completely different role.
Yeah.
He's like, now I'm in a whole different mindset. I thought maybe I'll pull guard, but instead this guy pulled guard. Now I have to change everything right then and there.
So you think it's because the game is fresh, so constantly fresh?
I think that's
Jiu-jitsu so
100%.
constantly fresh, roll after
I think
roll.
that's what's addicting about it for sure. At least I was just talking to Mac about this. What I love about jiu-jitsu, because we were talking about like adrenaline, because we were talking about you like not wanting to do adrenaline and stuff, and she was like, yeah, but you'll lose the adrenaline. I was like, it's not, because I was like, when you go out to compete, yes, you'll get used to the adrenaline, but the thing is, that next person you may have never fought before.
Yeah.
So that's a whole adrenaline dump right there. Like, what is he going to do?
But even if you fought before,
but yeah,
if you
that's
take
like,
our 10 last
they-
rolls together, do you think they
No.
look the same?
Not at all.
No. If you put a video of our 10 last rolls, they're so completely different, even though little parts are the same, but most of it is so different from roll to roll. And I think that's what keeps you addicted and fresh, and it keeps your mind
always,
sharp.
It's always new.
I think when you play a game like football, and let's say you're a wide receiver or running back, you fall into these patterns where it's like, yeah, I have to run 10 yards this way, then cut a left.
Which
okay,
is
we're 10
well,
yards.
that's also kind
I think
of
the
issue
patterns are
because
so
people
similar.
pick up on that.
Yeah.
Like your opponents pick up on that. They watch tape on you and they're like, oh, this is how he runs.
But there's
Oh,
only
he does
so many
this.
ways
This
to
is the
run.
tell he does.
Yeah.
This is how he puts his hand up. Oh, he
Yeah.
looks this way. And they figure you out by watching you over because you have those
And
patterns.
you can
In
only make so
jiu-jitsu-
many variations.
Yeah, in jiu-jitsu, it's like if you have a pattern, like Wardziak, for example. He has a pattern, yeah, but he made his pattern so good that you just can't stop it.
It's
But
tough.
also look at how long it fucking took him. What was it, like 10 years of him making sure his pattern was perfect? Like,
I think it's not just his pattern. He answered all his own what ifs.
oh yeah,
What if the guy steps this
Yes.
way? What if? So that's why I think his moves are so bulletproof, because the concept of this is the same thing. It's the same lapel guard thing or
Yep.
whatever. He's answered to himself. If the guy does this, I do this. If the guy does this, he's
He
answered
always
all his
has
what
it,
ifs. Yeah.
and that's like I feel like that's how everyone. Probably not everyone applies the rules. I know, like that's where I kind of think, like, okay, well, if I'm doing this, I want this. But
Yeah, but we're
I
still
see
working
this, I
on
see
our
this,
what
I see
ifs.
this. Yeah,
We're still,
exactly.
whereas
Yeah.
he's like, and I'm sure there's a couple of what ifs he hasn't gotten to yet, but he's answered a majority of his what ifs. That's why it works so frequently and often.
Also, I give him props, dude. Won everything. It was like I'm retiring doing seminars.
Yeah.
which is smart.
I think he said retire just to shut everybody up from asking him the question, when's the next one?
Like the Gordon
Just-
Ryan thing.
Yeah, but
that's it.
I don't think he's actually retired. I think he'll come out and he'll do something. He just doesn't want to fall under
I
the
think
pressure
he's
of
going
people
to do.
consistently
I think he's going
asking.
to do super fights.
Yeah, super fights.
And he's also a big gi guy too, so it's not like he's a huge no gi grappler. So the demand also to see gi isn't as high, so it gives him that opportunity to just
we
go
got to
make a
make
bunch
Gi
of money.
great again.
I don't understand why people hate the gi so much. I love it. I get it; it's slower, but I think that's what's cool about it. Is not that the skill level has to be better, but like the thought process, what each person is doing, has to be better.
I
Because,
feel like it's more methodical.
bro, a guy like Mighty Mouse could take on a 300-pound guy.
Yeah.
Like who's a 6-foot plus giant. That's fucking awesome. In no gi, that could have gone very differently because he wouldn't have anything to build up momentum to send the guy flying. You would have to get very up close and personal. But it's also Mighty Mouse. He still would have
still
probably done
two
something.
different styles. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just
Especially
I tell
now with the
people
whole
the
wrestling coming
umbrella.
involved.
Yeah, I think the sport for the umbrella is the same, but underneath, like all the branches, like it's almost two different sports under one. Like gi and no gi is just two different
That's good,
sports
yeah.
under one.
I think that's the most accurate way to put it, which is why I hate when people ask me, what's your favorite? I'm like, it's both.
I
love
like both.
Yeah,
I like the
truly do.
challenge. I like those Mondays when we're like just slipping and sliding and flowing and going.
Figuring out how to make a grip
But
out
I
of
like
nowhere,
those
bro.
days where like I could challenge somebody to be like, "Hey, I have this grip on you. What do you do from here? Oh, I got your lapel.
This
What do I do
fucking
from
lapel
here?"
grip, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, that shit's been agitating the hell out of me.
Thank you,
But,
Wojciech.
yeah, seriously, dude.
Ooh.
I think I'm finally starting to like see where I can move,
Yeah.
but it's not easy. It's like, oh, I move here to cause a scramble. It's not like I move here, I'm now in a dominant position.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can move here and I'm going to force a scramble and I just need to be fast at the scramble recovery. And that shit sucks, bro.
I don't fanboy or fangirl, whatever they call it, very easily.
Yeah.
For like, if I see Gordon Ryan at a competition, like I'll be like, oh, that's cool that he's there, but I'm not going to go out of my way to like go take a photo with him. or
Wardziak,
bother
you'll
him.
be like, thank you.
Bro, Wardziak is like, and I think it's just the connection of like, oh, because you in a way showed me this,
Yeah.
not directly through
Yeah,
your
obviously.
videos, but because you showed me this, I don't even want to freak out. I just want to go up to him and be like, thank you, because
Yeah.
like, You've
Thank you
done
for sharing
so,
that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Which is why, but that's also, I wanted to talk about that today, is like the good of social media that I think people miss out on a lot.
Yeah.
Is like if you use it correctly, because this was another conversation I had with Mac. Like one of the things I messed up with my social media recently, because again, I used to do really well with it. I was very active. I'm still kind of active on it, but I don't pursue it as a business as I used to.
Yeah.
And I think that was my issue, is like if you approach social media as a business, it can do very well for you. And in like those aspects, you can also just share a wealth of knowledge and just bits and pieces. Like again, he doesn't know you. He didn't know that he's helped change your game.
Yeah.
But just off of him sharing that information to the world of like, hey, this is what's been working for me, give it a shot. And like now you're able to influence so many people in such a good way. Like I think people miss that just because there's a lot of negative on social media, but they downplay the positive that can happen.
There's just too much on there. It's so hard to
with
filter
information.
There's just so much. This one's going to say this is good for you. This one's going to say this is bad for you. There's just so much on there. It's so convoluted at this point, and everybody's just posting a million things a day. And I'm not saying it's wrong. That's what the internet is supposed to be, I guess. It's just endless. But like, I think you're right. I think like, I don't know, man. I'm torn because like you say use it as a business, but I think when you just treat social media as a fun thing, like, so I'm a part of this group on Instagram. It's a bunch of Magic the Gathering content creators.
Yeah.
They call themselves the Meat Sweats because we all went to endless Fogo de Chao in Vegas and like we're eating a lot of meat. So we have this group and there's a bunch of content creators. I would never consider myself a content creator. Now I know some people will be like, oh, you are because you make, but here's the thing, like, I don't do it as a business. Like they send stuff in that group where they're talking about like, oh, this video did well because of a hook or because of an algorithm, because I just post what I do. I don't try to alter what I do to like make it like capture people. Perfect. Either you like my stuff or you don't like my stuff. Yeah. So I think when you're content creating, you're going into it with the idea of like, I'm purposely making this video in a way to capture the most eyes and most people. I don't do that. I'm never going to change my setup for like what I enjoy for pack opening videos. I make pack opening videos because of the pack opening videos I've seen. I don't try and alter it to see like, how can I grab more people who don't like my shit? Like, I don't know. But see, I just make it because it's fun and enjoyable. If I had to look at it like a business, I think it's like jiu-jitsu. When you look at it like a business, bro, you stress out because you're always trying to figure out the special recipe. Yeah.
But that's what I mean by like running it as a business is more so like that consistency. Yeah. No business is going to be successful if you're not consistent. No. That's what I mean. It's not like you also have stagnated. You didn't just be like, well, this is how I do my stuff and this is it. Like recently you've added music. I've loved that. Like when you've gone up, bro, I love that. Because for me, when I watch videos, I don't care about hearing the person's voice. I hate it. Yeah. I hate the dead space. Yeah. But that's what I mean. That's a business move because
I saw a guy put a video with instrumental music in the background.
And it sounded better, right?
Well, somebody was like, you put the instrumental too loud. Yeah. I can't hear what you're saying. And then he commented, well, I get very nervous talking on camera and I noticed that I have a lot of dead space in my thing. So I know that I talk a lot during my video, but I also put the instrumental just to cover me if there is any dead space areas.
So the volume you had on one of your recent videos was really
too high?
No, it was good. It was perfect. It was perfect. I liked it. And it was also like a smooth play too, which I liked, like the lo-fi beat style. Yeah. I loved it, dude. I was like, I sat there and I watched the whole thing.
I don't know what the balance is like, because like I don't know. Some people want the music loud. Some people want it lo-fi. No. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I would stick with the lo-fi just because
I put the music at 10%. So like on TikTok, when you edit a video, you put your original audio all the way up. And then I put the instrumental at like 10%, just so it's something playing in the background. I think that's good,
especially. I mean, for your
I don't want it to drown me out.
That's it for your videos. I think that would be good, and it's because it's like we're hearing your reactions, but we're also hearing, especially with that content that you were putting out, is like just explaining your favorite cards from different genres. I think that music style was good because it's kind of just chill, soothing, like it's soothing, so it's a chill thing. But that's what I mean. That's a business move, and. Not saying like you have to follow the algorithm, you have to do this, do that. Like doing your own thing is a business move.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that you're also willing to adapt because you didn't always show your face.
No.
Right? I remember I talked to you about that.
I think you were the one who told me to
be more personable with people. Yeah. But that's a business move. Like, it's like something you weren't used to, but you were still willing to adapt because
But if I didn't like it personally, like let's say I did it and I was like, oh, I really don't like having my, I would not do, like, you know what I mean? Like all the changes I made because I was comfortable doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's what I mean. Is like, that's still a business move. Is just knowing like, okay, this is where I'm good at. This is what I'm I can do, and this is also what I know I'll be consistent with.
Yeah.
Because if you did it and then you were inconsistent, then people will be like, how come some videos you have your face and then some you don't?
Yeah.
That's just weird.
People don't like that.
Yeah, it'll be very
and
weird.
Dude, you know how many videos I have saved on my phone? Because I can't tell you how many people think that I film a video every day opening a pack of cards. I'm like, bro, I have a stockpile of, I think it's something like 300 videos.
Oh yeah.
1 minute long pack opening videos saved on my phone. There's about 50 of them that I have on my phone from before I started showing my face that I just never got to upload and post. And they're like good packs that I open, but my face isn't in them. So I feel weird posting them now without the consistency, but I also feel bad to delete the video and not use that because I have content is content.
Yeah,
thing.
I would be like, do a throwback video.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's literally like 50 videos, just
especially
like where I'm like,
they're good.
That's the thing. They're good. It's not like I'm opening up dud shit and I'm like,
Would you? Is there no way to like add your face, kind of like green screen it in a sense?
I guess I can, and then overlay talk about it. But then my reaction is fake because I already know it's in the video. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, do you know all your videos by heart?
No, but
so, I mean, your reaction would still be genuine at that time. Be like, open it up that way. Be like, hey guys, like, I'm going back in my files. This is before I started recording with my face and all that. But I just want to show these cards that I got a while ago. And as you're going, be like, oh damn, I didn't even remember I pulled that one. Like, this is an awesome pack. And like, you see what I mean? Like, you can.
There's a way to finesse it.
Finesse.
I gotta figure out how though.
Still tough
because it bothers me to see that album just sitting there over the years. I'm like,
because especially the longer it gets, you're like, that's the further away I am.
And then a part of me's like, just fucking delete it. And then I'm like, yeah, but there were good pulls in there. Like, deleting is like a loss of like showing it.
No, I would show it just because, especially what I feel like your fans would like seeing them.
Yeah.
Because I saw one of the comments, he said like, I can't pull these cards myself, so I like seeing you be able to pull the cards.
Yeah, and I love seeing comments.
Yeah, like that's huge, dude. Because like
that's what the channel was supposed to be.
Yeah.
The channel's supposed to be, oh my God, these packs came out 6 years ago. They're expensive now. I'm posting it because I filmed them over time. It gives you the experience and like that dopamine hit of opening up packs. That's what it is. It's fucking gambling.
Like you got to see it.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like that's awesome that these people have that like secondary experience.
And
which
you
is
get
why
the jealous people who are like, oh, you get to open up all this cool. That's not my problem, bro.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Mac was telling me she follows this lady. She is what is it? She's a neurosurgeon, but she's a specialist neurosurgeon. If you don't know, neurosurgeons are the highest paid doctors, highest paid surgeons out there.
Because isn't it like one mistake they fucking kill somebody?
You're fucking dead, or you're retarded for the rest of your life and completely brain dead. Yeah. They are the highest paid, also have the highest insurance to pay for malpractice suits. So it's like, one, they make a lot of money. They also go to school, like post high school for like 20 fucking years. So imagine you get out of high school, but you don't start your career till you're 40 years old. Like that's what they do because they're in school and doing all that. But anyway, what I'm going with is it's leading up to a jealous comment. So she has a 15-year-old dog, right? That's her pride and joy. She loves her dog. She runs her own business, loves her dog. Her dog needs some type of spinal surgery or something, and it's going to be very expensive. And she has these people in her comments. Why would you spend that type of money? Why don't you give your money away to someone that actually needs it? Why are you wasting your money on your dog? And she's like, because one, I have the money. Two, I love my dog. Three, I spent 20 years going to school, became really good at my practice, opened my own practice, so now I can do what I want with my money. So yeah, fuck off. Like,
bro, nothing makes me more mad than people who try to tell other people what to do with their money.
Seriously.
Like when people are like, I can't believe that Elon Musk bought XYZ. Who cares? It's his money. He worked for it.
He did exactly that.
And why do you get to comment on how he spends his money?
He made his money off the backs of all of his employees. He's paying all those fucking people. It's like, all those people get.
Even if he did, even if he made all his money off the backs of people, so what? He figured out how to play the game. I hate when people are like,
he got really good
at rich. It's like, oh, so the American dream is to become as successful as you want in this life. But don't go too successful because then people turn on you.
That's my whole thing.
What?
I was like, oh, so if you got rich, you would want to just give it all away?
Stop.
Like, shut up, bro. All you people that bitch about that, you wouldn't give it away if it came to you.
And that's why you're still fucking poor.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no,
that's why
exactly
you're poor.
That's it.
Because you live your life jealous like that.
Because that's such a wild thought process, bro.
It's a waste of energy and time. It's a waste. It's like people who write negative comments. It's such a waste of energy and you don't get anything out of it.
No.
It's the one thing you do in your life that literally gives you nothing. You think You think because you write a bad comment on our
actually-
page, we looking at it? Who cares? We're gonna stop.
Well, like a lot of people will talk about the law of attraction, and you're just only putting out. Like Andy Frisella talked about this a lot. I've learned a lot just by listening to him and people he's had on his podcast. That's why I bring him up a lot. But one of the things he talks about, he goes, when you hate on people with money, you're telling the universe right there, and whether you believe in this or not, it's even telling your own mind this, because now you're not going to get money hungry in the sense that you're not going to go after it. Because if you're hating on everyone who has money, all you're putting out into the universe is, oh, I hate a lot of money.
Surround people around me who hate money.
Who hate money,
Yeah.
who like being poor, or who hate other people who are rich. And that's going to put this internal drive in you is like, oh, I don't care about money. That was actually a conversation I had with a buddy of mine, because I told him how I want certain nice things. I want to be able to buy this. He goes, I'm happy being where I'm at, very comfortable life. Like, I don't have to have all these things. I was like, cool, that's you, dude.
Yeah.
I want to have the money. I want to be able to have things I enjoy.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I am so hungry for money. That's all I think about.
Nope.
But I like having money to where it's like, I can go live my life.
I want to have money to the point where I swipe my card and I don't think about whether or
Yes.
not I could afford it.
Like, that doesn't mean I have to be a billionaire, but that means I need to have a good amount of fucking money.
If I want to buy $1,000 item, I want to be able to just buy it and not just be like, "Oh, is it in my budget this month?" I just want to be. Able
There
to
was
do it.
actually, it was awkward as hell, actually. Mac and I went shopping for groceries.
Yeah.
It was like one of, like the big grocery hauls, like you haven't shopped in a while.
Yeah.
And it was $550.
God,
Yeah, it was because it was like we stocked up on the meat, we got all the milk, we did everything, right? We shopped for all of our like laundry stuff, soaps, like we did the whole thing. And the cash register lady, because I just hit my card, because I know my money. One, I check my finances. I'm financially fucking responsible. So I know my budget and I know what I can spend. Before it was even finished, I hit my card. Because I know it was like coming up on the end. I was like, all right, cool, I got it. And she goes, wow. She's like, you must be very well off. She was like, you didn't even think about the price of the money. And I was like,
never do.
But all that went through my head, I was like, one, cash register lady, why are you trying to talk about my finances here?
Yeah.
That is not the fucking, that's
Because
not
she's
professional
a cash
at all.
register.
Yeah, I was like,
lady.
that's not fucking professional at all. Don't do that. But it was also like, it's just like, I don't know.
No,
Because I know my budget, bro.
When we eat out and the bill comes, I just give them my card. I don't need, and they're always like, "Oh, you don't want to look at the total." I'm like, whatever it is not going to change anything. I know what I'm allowed to spend.
I know damn well I didn't rack up $1,000 bill here. Like,
unless you come back and it says $1,000 for dinner, I'm gonna be like, okay, there's a mistake.
run that back. Let's look at it. But that's what I mean. Like, outside of that, it's just, bro, fucking be on top of it.
Get to that
stop being
point
a
and be
hater.
happy and don't be a clown. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.